number because it doesn't have a face, it doesn't have a coin, okay? But it is the global currency that is world regulated. It's a consolidation of power by the banks. The SDR unit was really born out of the G20. It may have been talked about before, but it is full force here, and it is much different from what they were doing even a year ago. They would never have dared announce that they're having a world currency. But the thing is that the Obama administration just sat there and lied and lied and lied. Geithner, Bernanke, all those guys in front of Congress. Oh, we're not going to do a world currency. We don't need to look into a world currency. He gets asked about it. Obama does. In a speech, he's like, oh, we're not going to have to go there. And then the next week, the G20 just openly announces that the IMF is going to help with these loans. They're going to create special drawing rights units and use them. And now they've given away trillions around the world. In fact, Mexico was just forced to take a $47 billion loan of these SDR units because of the swine flu. Yes. I thank you for the call, Stefan. Let's go to Freeburger in Virginia. Freeburger, you're on the line.
Am I still on?
You are.
Mr. Bermas, what's up, man?
What's up?
Yeah, you're going to have a long next day, I guess, right?
Yes, I got a couple of long days ahead of me. I'm not going to lie. I took a little nappy nap from about 6:30 on Rob's couch and woke up about half an hour before the show. So I'm really just gearing up. Hey, the news don't stop, my friend, and somebody's got to report the truth. So we're just going to keep it up. We're going to come back to Freeburger on the other side. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas, 866-582-9933.
It ain't me.
All right, folks, we are back. We're talking Cyberbullying Act, Cybersecurity Act. We got Bannister coming up in about 35 minutes. We're going to go back to Freeburger, Jamie, Bobby, Kyle, and more in a moment. But I want to take this opportunity to thank one of our great sponsors. I plugged them earlier today, but it's AlexJonesRingtones.net. That's AlexJonesRingtones.net. And what better way to wake up your friends, family, and those around you by having an Alex Jones rant as your ringtone. He talks about politically relevant issues. All of a sudden, that starts going off. People are like, hey, what's that? They think it's a show. Oh, no, it's my ringtone. You never heard of Alex Jones? Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv, Obama Deception, Road to Tyranny, Martial Law. It's a good conversation starter. It's a way to use technology to empower instead of enslave. It's rather cheap. These ringtones are only a couple or a few bucks. And it's very easy. AlexJonesRingtones.net. Go check it out, and there is a big link over at Infowars.com if you can't find it. All right, Freeburger, what's on your mind?
Mr. Bermas,
yes,
what's
sir.
up, man? Just hope you get some sleep. I hope there's like a bed there or something like that for you.
I got like half a couch here. That did it for me.
You and Alex are an awesome tag team. Infowarriors, by the way. Y'all rock. And I appreciate you when you subbed back in January. That was really awesome, too.
Oh, thank you, man.
I also want to start out by saying the market is not speculative, it's timed, and this is quoted from a website called enterprisecorruption.com. He's a guy who predicted the September 15th and the October 5th market move by date. That was pretty cool, and he's alluding to this World Congress on Disaster and Emergency Medicine Convention in Canada, which is May 12th through the 15th. Not sure if it has any significance, but
no, I have not heard about that. May 12th to the 15th, this is a globalist gathering, and it's about this swine flu epidemic?
It's about disease control. I don't know if it's CDC related. I'm not sure, but, thought I'd toss that in there.
Yeah, no, why don't you tell me what the title is again so we can check it out?
His website is enterprisecorruption.com. He's kind of like the Riddler.
Okay, Enterprise Corruption. But what is this specifically called on May 12th?
Oh, the website is WCDEM2009.org.
WCDEM2009.org. We'll definitely go check that out. That is interesting.
Man, real quick, man. I'm sorry. I'm going to see the G.I. Joe movie this summer.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm glad you brought up G.I. Joe. That's excellent.
Last time I called, we talked about Shipwreck and...
Yes, and that one mind control, that was the island one. People are posting older episodes of G.I. Joe all over my MySpace, and they're really interesting. I haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, I need to review those, but yeah, man, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much, and you're so relatable because I think you said you're almost 30.
Yeah, no, I'll be 30 this summer, believe it or not. Oh my God.
So thank you for your time, man. You
got it. Hey, you got it. So let's talk a little bit about G.I. Joe. Thank you for the call, Freeburger. So this person sends me this one link where Cobra Commander, and that's I think that's a Todd McFarlane G.I. Joe cover. I'm not sure. But it looks like his style. It might not be. It might be that other dude who did Gen X, which was this other cartoon. Anyway, they're chasing Cobra through what seems to be New York City in the airplanes, and then all of a sudden you see these two towers. Dead ringer for the World Trade Center. The plane is flying directly towards the World Trade Center. All of a sudden it opens up. Cobra Commander goes into the World Trade Center. He flies into the World Trade Center. The thing flies up. It's a little base. The Joes almost hit the World Trade Center, but they zoom out. Moments later, both towers start exploding and imploding. Now, here's where it's different. Whereas, it just, on 9/11, you had the two towers come down. This one implodes into a space station, a rocket ship. One side is like the holder, and the other one is where the thing is going to launch off. Interesting, right? Even more interesting is an episode where Cobra Commander has to join, or Russia has to join forces against aliens. The U.S., the G.I. Joes, and the Russians, they have to team up because the aliens are coming, and they're coming from the planet Sirius. Let's say that again. They're coming from the planet Sirius, and anybody who's listened to this program or seen the America's Secret Beginning series or knows the significance of Sirius, that'll raise red flags. Turns out there is no alien invasion. It's just a false flag for Cobra to try to take over. There's yet another episode of G.I. Joe where it's revealed that Cobra is actually a worshiper of Set. That's right, he's a worshiper of Set in the temple. Oh, Set worship, eh? And that's where he derives all of his power from. So is there predictive programming in G.I. Joe? More than likely. Am I going to pay for a ticket and see Dennis Quaid kick some bottom? Probably also. I'm just as brainwashed as the next guy, Like I said, knowing is half the battle, and that's why I'm exposing it here on the Infowarrior. We'll go to Jamie, Bobby, Kyle, and more on the other side. PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.